Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Cameroon have announced a major regional partnership aimed at transforming Africa's dominant position in the global cocoa industry. The alliance seeks to shift away from decades of raw bean export toward unified processing and marketing. Now, the four nations together produce roughly two-thirds of the world's cocoa and account for a similar share of global exports. The new Cocoa Value Addition Alliance seeks to coordinate agricultural, trade, and policy, promotes local processing of cocoa into higher value products, harmonize quality standards, and present a united front when negotiating with international buyers. President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Boubacar Kyari, said the administration is emphasizing local processing of raw materials, including cocoa and shea nuts, before exports. And Ghana, on the other hand, believes Africa should take control of the global market rather than relying on foreign processors that dictate cocoa prices. The new bloc aims to reverse that trend by encouraging investment in local factories, technology, and value-added industries. West African cocoa producing countries have exported the vast majority of their bean in raw form, capturing only a small fraction of the final value as chocolates and other processed goods manufactured abroad. I'll bring you an excerpt from the president of the Cocoa Association of Nigeria, Muftau Bolariwa.
The African that produced the highest accounted for only 25 billion turnover and only 25 billion dollar for the world cocoa. And the first, to whom much is given, much is expected. Africans should be able to partake in the remaining $135 million and billion dollars that is still left. And the only thing that can make it possible is to have industrialization, so that we can go into the expansion of moving from the primary production to tertiary industry. That is the idea. It's a very good idea. But how do you arrive there? That's the big question that we should ask ourselves. But today, when we started this journey some years back, Ghana was number one, producing 450,000 tons. Nigeria then was number two, producing 410,000 tons. Ivory Coast producing 308 at a distance to Nigeria for 380,000 tons. But today the reverse is the case. Ivory Coast is now producing 2.4 million tons of cocoa. Ghana is producing 1 million tons of cocoa. Nigeria, from 410, it has already nosedived to 80,000 tons. But today we are coming up gradually after a lot of effort by the Cocoa Association of Nigeria and the farmers to ensure that we should go back to what we belong to.